Hello guys, today I will be analyzing Ripple against US dollar. As we all know, Ripple is the third cryptocurrencies per capitalization after Bitcoin and Ethereum. Actually, the chart is really interesting. Here I have a Renko chart, but I will start with a normal chart with Japanese candles. As we can see here, this is a daily chart. We can see here a breakup of the horizontal resistance that we had here between 0.45 and 0.47, and we see here that an increase in the volumes. But let's move to the weekly chart, which is the most important. It will give us a better idea about the upcoming months, so we can provide some forecasts for the upcoming weeks and months until at least mid 2020, if not the end of 2020. What we can see here is something amazing. In fact, if we have a look at the previous volumes, okay, so April 2018, April, May 2018, and here October, November, and December 2017, sorry, 17, not 18, and we compare those volumes with the volumes here in May 2019, between April and May 2019, we see a huge increase in volumes in 2019. Where again, a huge increase in volume in 2019, which means that something really big is happening. Most probably the big institutions, big financial corporations are in the market, and most probably this will allow the price to go upper. So what I like to do normally is to add to our chart two indicators: the MACD, one indicator which is not used anymore in the modern technical analysis, which is the price oscillator. It's a very simple indicator. However, it is really useful. Okay, so let's start with the MACD. What we will see here is firstly a bullish divergence with the price. Okay, here now we'll pause the price oscillator. What I normally do, I change the parameters of the price oscillator. So I use a long moving average of 50 periods and a 7 period for the shorter moving average. Okay, and okay, so let's see here what was happening with the MACD. While the price found the support around 0.29, so 0.30 US dollar, the MACD was going up. So what is really interesting now is that the MACD is above the zero line, which is an extremely bullish signal. So what we expect based on the technical analysis is a price which most probably will push higher during the next week. Let's have a look at the price oscillator. As I said, there is a very simple indicator based on two periods, in this case 7 and 50. Let's have a look here. As we see here, the price oscillator is able to anticipate the price movement. So in between March and April, it went above the zero, and here we see that with a huge increase in the price. Same here in October, November 2017. Now, what is interesting here was for 2019 was almost always below the zero. Okay, but now for the first time we see that the indication is 7.8, which is positive, is above the zero. This indicator is predicting a movement upwards. Okay, let's now let's go back to the Renko chart. Renko chart is quite useful. Okay, and what we see here, this is the weekly chart. Again, we see a series of green Renko, and again the projection is for a continuation of the movement upwards. Okay, so this is quite interesting. This is the daily chart. Let's have a look at the monthly chart. As you see here, we have a huge increase in terms of volumes. We have like a wall of volumes. So what is my prediction about the Ripple against US dollar? Actually, I have incredible targets. I expect to see the price of Ripples going towards the very first barrier at $1, $1. After the $1, we only have a barrier here at 1.38, and then we have the all-time high at 3.20 US dollar. In this case, in such a scenario, I see these two free resistance to be hit during the next few weeks or next few months. I really believe we are going to hit to test the all-time high at 3.20 US dollar. Then we will see most probably a retracement from that barrier from 3.20 US dollar, a retracement to then see the price of the Ripple going up again to a new to a new all-time high. I would not be surprised to see Ripples over 2020 reaching a price of 5 up to US dollar quite easily. So if we make a calculation, okay, now the price is 0.50. With 0.50 US dollar, if you buy 2,000 US dollar of Ripple, you will have 4,000 Ripples, right? 4,000 Ripples. If we expect to see price equal to 10 US dollar, it means, as a final calculation, it means 40,000 US dollar. In other words, in terms of investment, it would be a great investment. If we invest 2,000 US dollar in order to expect an outcome of 40,000 US dollar, then and what I expect to see this result in a few weeks, in few months. This is a great investment. So let's say 2 years ago I was a little bit skeptical about the cryptocurrencies, but now time has changed. Cryptocurrency is a reality. It's not a future anymore. It's the present. Let's not forget the president of the FMI. Okay, so Christine Lagarde. And there are videos on YouTube, actually has confirmed that the blockchain world is the future, is the present. So we are not going back. And it's a revolution, and we have to be ready to ride this wave. Thank you.